You know, in a game like StarCraft, you can lose in a second. Okay, these Scourge are going to take out that Corsair. Now, Nalra has to proceed with the utmost caution.
Oh.
He does not want to lose any of this stuff. Scourge are going to be flying around the map, trying to pick up these shuttles and these Corsairs. He's got to be very careful right now, Bunny.
So you have an upgrade now going on right now in the cybernetic core.
Probably air attack for those Corsairs. And I'm sure he's also probably upgrading the disruption web right now. This is going to turn out to be a very crazy game in just a little bit here. Nalra sneaking out. He wants to see, are these Hydralisks still out of my base, or outside of my base, or are they guarding Savior's expansions? Because what he's going to do in just a minute here, when he decides the time is right, and if he can get through the trap Savior has set up for him, okay, he's got to be very careful. As you can see, this is what makes Savior so good. Like, he's got all these Scourge flying around, and he's controlling them perfectly. He does not want to let these shuttles and Corsairs get inside.
So his expansion, he's continuing to grow here down at the bottom left-hand corner. Meanwhile, we're also seeing now positioning another expansion for him.
Now, this is funny. This is more unorthodox to expand down here. It's also interesting, too, because you could see that Savior doesn't have anything around here to actually see it. And that's exactly what you would want to do if you're going Corsair Reaver. You want to get another expansion.
Oh, we see movement here coming down the... It looks like the Corsair's moving down, so is Savior's army.
Now, if he can get in here with these Corsairs and Reavers, it will be very, very detrimental for Savior's economy if executed right. And he's decided this is a place to go. He's going to drop the Reavers right here. Here they come. He's going to use that disruption wave. Boom! This is a very difficult position right now for the Zerg. Zerg is going to have to get his whole army over here. He's going to have to come in at the perfect angle right now. And look at how they're positioned right behind the minerals. It's going to be very hard. Another disruption wave going down. This Savior's using all of his units right now, one by one. Unbelievable. So what is Savior going to do? Savior is slowly going to organize his troops and not mine from this expansion until he can get the chance to actually come in here. But Nalra doesn't care. Nalra's going to get out of there anyways. So now he's going to move up here towards there, probably landing him back here because that would be a good angle. Wow. It's hard to come in from here. Here comes some Scourge. Corsair's going to take care of that too. This is an extremely, extremely difficult position for Zerg right now. You can see the disruption
web now. That's just amazing. I'm excited. Wow, this is looking really good here for Nalra. He's taking down all of the drones. There's not a whole lot that Savior seems that he can do right now.
There's not. And think about it. These Reavers are not costing anywhere near as much as these Zerglings and Hydralisks are that Savior's losing. And look, he picked him up, got out of there. He lost one Reaver. I mean, and of course he had to build the Scarabs too. That costs money. But but he's got a trap coming in here. He's ready for it. He's ready for it.
Wow.
He did manage to save the shuttles, though. The shuttles were much more important than the Corsairs because he can easily replenish the Corsairs. Right now, Nalra's in a good position, and Savior doesn't even know about this right now. And keep in mind, those Scourge cost a lot of gas, so every time he's using them, I mean, if he makes a few mistakes with them, he's getting behind. Now, also notice there's an expansion down here, but it doesn't look like he started using it yet because he's been spending so much larva producing Hydralisks and Scourge.
You were mentioning it's very, very important that he just mass produce. And right now it's kind of hard for him to macro when he doesn't have any drones to provide any minerals for him.
Exactly. It's a vicious cycle. You start to lose drones, but you have to make all these attacking units so you can defend your drones. But the more drones you lose, the harder it is to make attacking units. It's a tough position. And I see, he's going to do it again. Okay, Nalra is growing he's growing like the plague right now. This is pretty scary. And the shuttles are going to get over here. Now suddenly Savior realizes, oh no, I let him expand here. I should not have done that. This is a very bad position right now for Savior. And it looks like Savior's going to try to organize his troops right now and respond accordingly.
So I don't know if he's going to be able to do much damage, though. There's a lot of photocannons there. He's got the shuttles carrying his Reaver all around the place. He can pretty much put him anywhere. He put a Spire, not the Spire, the sunken colony that shoots the air.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
I'm going to click on it.
It looks like Nalra realizes that Savior's expanded again. But I think position-wise, Nalra is definitely in an advantage because I think this expansion is probably going to be a lot easier to take.
Well, he hasn't lost any probes either.
Yeah, no kidding. And, I mean, it's just been one thing after another. I want to say that Nalra's in the lead. It's just like Xavier's so scary. Like, I'm afraid that somehow he could just come right back out of nothing. We're going to find out, though, pretty soon here.
So he's slowly gathering his army, as you mentioned before. He's moving on down. Looks like he wants to take that expansion, but Nalra seems to be ready for him. He has his Corsairs waiting. He has his shuttle nearby. And now an observer out.
Now notice the number of drones here. See this? He should have drones at each of these patches, but he's been getting harassed so much by Nalra, it's hard for him to actually keep up. Now the next question is going to be, is Nalra going to stick with the Reavers and the Corsairs, or is he going to evolve into, you know, getting a lot of gateways and then massing up a big army that he could support with those Reavers? He's kind of checking it out right now. He's probably going to make that decision after this observer. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. After this observer gets in there, he's going to peek around. He's going to see, what does my opponent have? How should I respond?
Ooh,
all right, look at all those Reavers. Look at that gang of Reavers right there messing up those Hydralisks. Okay, Corsairs versus these Mutalisks. Scores coming in from behind now. Whoa! That is a big loss right now to Nalra. Those take a long time to produce. He cannot afford to do that. Xavier really oriented towards massive air army right now. Look, Xavier pulls out right at the right second. Xavier's an excellent player. Nice move by Xavier. That's going to give him a little bit more of an edge, although I would still say Nalra should be ahead right now.
Still ahead, huh? Even though he's lost all those Corsairs, we still have the Scourge and the Mutalisks now moving down south, probably going for that expansion. They're going right in.
He has to get out of there. The problem with the Corsairs is that since Mutalisks clump together and the Corsairs do splash damage, it becomes very difficult to actually use Mutalisks against Corsairs. That's why he has a Scourge. He wants the Scourge to hit the Mutalisks. The Scourge to hit the Corsairs. And then once the Corsairs are gone, he can use the Mutalisks to start taking out expansions. But Nalra is proceeding with the utmost caution with these Corsairs and Reavers. As we can see, this has kind of been a very defensive game.
It is. We're not seeing that much action, just some attack, some defense. That drop was really nice earlier on. But I see a glob of yellow now moving across the entire map. It seems like he's grouping up over here to do an attack.
And he got those Scourge again. It's a lot of gas he's losing. And it looks like Xavier has decided he's going to organize himself for some kind of an assault up here on Nalra's base. I'm really interested in seeing how it's going to turn out as well. But, you know, Nalra seems really well defended. Look at all these cannons. He's got cannons and Reavers everywhere. So, I don't know if Xavier's got enough stuff to take him out. It's going to be a tough call.
I still see a lot of yellow moving. But, that's a lot of Mutalisks.
Easy, Mutalisks. That is a lot. I think he's going to be getting a Greater Spire, possibly. Maybe some Guardians. That wouldn't be a bad idea because, you know, Devourers are so strong against Corsairs. But, I'm not sure.
So it looks like that Nalra is sticking to the strategy of Corsairs and Reavers. He hasn't chosen to mass produce the gateways. We're still seeing the fleet beacon still, the Stargates, still producing a lot of Corsairs.
Okay, here comes the drop. He's trying to push out. He's trying to gain some ground right here. These Hydralisks are going to back out. Xavier's decided it's time to go around from this angle, but there are Reavers pretty well defended, and this is a kind of a funnel you have to work your units through. I don't think it's going to be enough. Now, you know what? This is bad for Xavier. He's losing a lot of units. But look, Xavier is opting to take an expansion that's on Nalra's side of the map.
Is that even going to help him right now?
Well, it's going to make it more difficult. Okay, hold that thought for just a second. He's going to come in here, pick off these Reavers. Excellent micro by Xavier. He's going to be picking off. He might not be able to take out this expansion, but Nalra is on the way. He wants to come save this. Corsairs right now chasing down these Mutalisks over here. Reavers coming down here to defend.